Yo, yo. It's Big Vika, Magical Box Breaks and Wars. Tonight, we have another box of Dominaria Remastered to do half box wars with. Just 2 wars tonight. Each war is going to have 6 seats. Each seat's going to be assigned 3 packs. Whoever pulls the highest combined value of cards over $5 from their packs wins all other mythics, rares, borderless, retros, and cards over $3 from their war. Tonight we're hunting mythics and tutors. The top 13 are mythics. The big 5 mythics are Force of Will, Vamp Tutor, Sylvan Library, Urza, and Urza's Incubator. And then, of course, all the tutors are rare. Enlightened tutors the best, then worldly, then mystical. There are 44 cards that are $5 and up by TCG MRKT. I have the official list. It was checked just minutes before kickoff. The top 21 are all $15 plus, so top 21 is an automatically pays for your entry fee. Me, personally, I want to hit them top 3, a Force of Will, Vamp Tutor, or Sylvan Library. Give me a money foil retro, and of course, green. So our list tonight, starting from the bottom, is Time Stretch, Dark Depths, Entomb, Birds of Paradise, Sneak Attack, Mystical Tutor, Exploration, No Mercy, Worldly Tutor, Yawgmoth, Enlightened Tutor, Urza's Incubator, Urza, Sylvan Library, Vamp Tutor, and Force of Will. And most of them have 3 versions. Most of the cards have a regular, a retro, and a borderless. Yo, what's up, Frederick? War number 1 is Kevin, James, Frederick, Matthew, Scott's Additional, and Nick. I looked back the last 5 events for your recent winnings. Scott won in Midnight Hunt. James took home the Streets of New Cap collector box. And Frederick just won in Phyrexia. And then he swept Mystery Retail Edition with 2 last pack magics. Here's our War 1. Kevin, James, Frederick, Matthew, Scott, Nick. We will randomize it 10 times. One, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Here comes our order. 10. Scott leading off. Then Kevin, Frederick, Matthew, Nick, and James gets that chance at last pack magic. Scott, Kevin, Frederick. Scott, Kevin, Frederick, Matthew, Nick, James. Put on some protection, keep everything packed fresh. And then we'll get right into it. First half. So this should be 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. War 2, the little stack will go on top. Yeah, you haven't been able to hit in this set yet. And I'll just keep what ships up by your names. I'll put the bulk down here in this corner. You war winners, if you want the bulk, get in touch with me. It's only a few dollars more for the additional shipping cost. We got Scott, Kevin, Frederick, Matthew, Nick, James. Who hits our mythics? Who hits our tutors? What half of the box does the money come out in? Scott. There's no commons or uncommons that ship, or no non-foil. Scott leading off here. With got a retro red mythic or a rare right off the bat. Let's see a sneak attack right off the bat. Now a sulfuric vortex and a common and a retro, your retro land, and a construct token. Kevin, pack one for you. Is that a foil retro blue in the back? Maybe not. Kevin. Rare. Cryptic Gateway. Retro uncommon. Yes, it is. A foil retro blue here. Man. Is there, other than Mystical Tutor, is there any other blue other than Force? And give us one. No, a Peregrine Drake foil. What a letdown. And your retro land and your Merit Lage token. Man, they give us a retro blue foil right off the bat, but it's a Drake. That can't be anything, right? Normally 10 cents. Foil is 42 cents. Frederick, your pack one. Yeah, Enlightened Tutor's sick, Frederick. Of course, I like Worldly too. Frederick, leading off with a retro blue here at the mythic or rare slot. So come on, give us something. No, an Arcanus. Common and your retro land. And your insect token. Dirty dog. Oof, oof. Pack one for you. Matthew, rare. An Isolated Chapel. I like these lands, but they don't play. Retro white. A lion, your land, and your griffin. Nick, pack one for you. Nick, opening with another retro blue. Oh, and there's a big one. Retro Urza 2112. Number 13 on our list. Nick, 2112 Urza Retro in pack 1. 1/4 for forecasting cost. When it enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token with this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Tap an untapped artifact you control to add an island, and for 5 you shuffle your library, then exile the top card. Until end of turn, you may play that card without paying its mana cost. So there's a nice blue retro. And a common foil. And a retro land. So there's a nice rabbit. Number 13 on our list. Retro Urza. For Nick. Above it is, where's 12? Oh, the other two Urzas. Urza's Incubator regular, and then Sylvan Library, Vamp Tutor, and Force of Will. So that's a fast rabbit out there in front. James, closing out round 1. James with a rare. And then a Tutor comes out next. A mystical retro blue behind it. Retro Drake, which we pulled foil. And man, you are all blue. An island, a Drake, and a mystical for James to close out round 1. 1 casting call. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card. Reveal it, then shuffle and put that card on top. The student searches the world for meaning. The master finds worlds of meaning in the search. Mystical. Regular. Is 808. 808 missed toot 1. So Nick hit Urza retro, and then James hit Mystical Tutor regular in the round 1. Urza's up over $21. Scott, pack 2 for you. Scott with a rare, a Glory, retro Verdict, Gerard's Verdict, and your Plains, and your cat token. Kevin, pack 2. Was that another retro foil at the back for you? Maybe not. Kevin with a retro blue here again at the mythic or rare slot. Give us some more money with this blue. No, Stroke of Genius retro. Common. And he does. And another blue retro foil for Kevin. Back to back. Give us a good one. Oh, a Remora. That's non-foil. That's not on our list, but I bet you foil it's going to be. That might be like $9 or $10. And then your Mountain and your Goblin. That's a cool looking card in foil. All these old foils look sick. Ristic. Where am I here? Oh no, Mystic, not Ristic Study. Duh. Mystic Remora is Mystic Remora Retro is normally $360. Foil is $775. Mystic Remora Retro Frame. Market foil $775. So you get one there, Kev. 2 retro blue foils, though. Mist Remora retro foil in pack 2. $775. Let me put that in here somewhere. $775. Mist Remora retro foil Kev. That's a neat looking card, definitely. 1 casting cost, cumulative upkeep of 1. Whenever opponent casts a non-creature spell, you may draw a card unless that player pays 4. The retro. There's a money retro foil that I asked for, though. Man, all blue here in War 1 so far. An Urza, a Mystic Remora, and a Mystical Tutor. Urza and Tutor are retro, and Urza and Remora are retro, and Remora is foil. Frederick, pack 2 for you. Frederick with a rare, a Sphinx, retro green, wild growth, and your planes. Matthew, pack 2 for you. Woof, woof. Dirty dog. Imagine if a Force of Will comes out in this one too, so it is like all blue. That'd be nuts if a Force of Will wins it then. Matthew with a rare Jolreal retro Mind Stone and your Swamp. Nick, trying to stretch out the lead. You already hit retro Urza in pack 1. There's pack 2 for you.
Nick with a rare. Spinal Embrace. Retro White. Sarah Angel. A common foil. And your island. James, closing out round 2, and then we just got 1 pack left each. Right now, you're in second with $8.08 with your Tutor. You would like to hit another Tutor here, or Dark Depths. James has been known to hit lots of lands. James, pack 2, retro gold here. Give us some money. No. Is there gold money in this set? A Rith. A common and your forest and your arena filler. So going to round 3. Nick and Urza's leading it at 21-12. Then James and Mystical Tutor, 808. And then Kevin and Retro Foil Mystical Remora. Scott, need a big hit here to take the lead. Scott with a retro white here. Enlightened Tutor would help. No. A Lieutenant Kurtar. Retro. Common and your island. Man, sorry, Scott. Couldn't pull you anything. Kevin at $7.75. So you're about $14 down. That is a top maybe 20, maybe 23. Kevin with a Borderless Street Wraith, and then a rare, a Sulphur Falls, and a retro Wild Dogs, and your island. So Nick, you're just down to 3 packs here that you got to dodge. Frederick, your last shot here in War 1. I think you got a foil in the back here, Frederick. Seems. Oh, and you got a mythic here in front. So here we go. Is Frederick's mythic better than Urza? Give us some money. No, a Sarah Avatar. Retro Blink. And a foil uncommon dagger. And your forest. Sorry, you couldn't pull you anything in War 1, Frederick. Nick, you're just down to 2 packs here that can hurt you. Dirty Dog and James. Here's Dirty Dog's shot. Just dodged a mythic there by Frederick. Dirty Dog with a retro green here. Give us some money. No. Symbiosis. You're common. And your mountain and your arena filler. So sorry, dirty dog. Nick, just one pack can hurt you. Just James sitting in that last seat. You got a pretty decent lead. Let's see if you can stretch it out here. Make James have to hit something bigger than he does right now. Nick with a rare. More blue, Stroke of Genius, Retro, Damping Sphere. Man, heavy blue winnings for this war. Nick, last pack that can hurt you. James is at 808. So he needs 1305 plus. Where's 13? Where's 21? It's like it's a top 21 hit. Top 21. So it's got to be Enlightened Tutored, the 3 versions of Enlightened Tutor, the 3 versions of Yawgmoth, Urza's Incubator, Urza, Sylvan Library, Vamp Tutor, and Force of Will. James, can you pull some last pack magic here? You need $13 plus. I think you got a foil too in the back. It feels thick here. James, end in War 1 with a rare. A Windborn Muse Borderless. Awesome looking card, but it's not helping. Retro Duress. And a foil common. So congrats to Nick and Urza. And yeah, heavy blue winnings. Even I feel like most of the retro lands were even islands. And 3 blue hits. Nick getting his first win with me. I don't have his address. Hope you're playing blue. If not, yeah, like Frederick says, start a deck. Mystical Remora, Shiny, Retro, a Mystical Tutor, Vanilla, and an Urza's Retro. Or 2, little stack goes on top. Oh, there's Nick. Congrats, Nick. Do you play blue? Or are these going right up for sale somewhere? War 2 is Kevin's additional, Matthew's additional, Naomi, Johnny, Frederick's additional, and Scott. Recent winnings, Scott won in Midnight Hunt, and Frederick won in Phyrexia, and then he swept Mystery Retail with 2 last pack magics. War 2. Kevin, Matthew, Naomi, Johnny, Frederick, Scott. We will randomize it. 11. 10 and 11 we get. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Here comes our order. 11. Scott, Frederick, Johnny, Naomi, Matthew, Kevin. Scott, Frederick, Johnny. Scott, Frederick, Johnny. Naomi, Matthew, Kevin. Get a quick drink, lube the pipes for the Sylvan Library or Vamp Tutor we're going to hit in this one. And this one is Scott, Frederick, Johnny, Naomi, Matthew, Kevin. No, it was exactly opposite of how the seats were. He was seat 1 in Ward 2. He was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it flopped completely. So Scott leading off. Hopefully we got all our blue out of our system in War 1. Let's have an all green hits war. Scott, rare. A woodland cemetery. Retro gem palm incinerator. And your forest. Frederick, pack one for you here in War 2. You got some kind of foil in the back. Frederick with a more retro blue here. A Sphinx. And a foil common. Lull. And your swamp. And your arena filler. Johnny, pack one for you. Johnny with a rare Spinal Embrace, Retro Lull, and a Forest. Naomi, pack one for you. Borderless High Tide and a Mythic. So Naomi with our first Mythic here in War 2. Give us some money. Oh! Talk about a blue box. There's a Force. That's the first one I've hit in the group. for the group. Force of Will. That's your number one card in the set. 7006. Wow. 5 casting costs. You may pay 1 life and exile blue card from your hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Counter target spell. Your artillery will burn itself out before I allow my focus to waver. And then a retro counter spell. Man, and a borderless high tide. It's like all blue box. Oh, and then a foil mythic for Naomi. So a Force of Will and a Test of Endurance foil. I don't think that plays, even though it's foil. But man, that got my heart thumping, Naomi. A Force of Will, and that's a magnetic, $50 plus. There's a $70 Force of Will. Monster hit. For Naomi. And there it is. Packed to magnetic. And Test of Endurance foil. Test is normally $1.70. Foil is $1.80. Matthew. No, I didn't write. Whoop. I didn't write that down. I was so excited. 7006 for Naomi. Force of Will in pack 1. Matthew. Pack 1 for you. You guys just looking to stack top loaders now to catch Force of Will. And Naomi. Matthew. Rare. A Windborn Muse. We hit a borderless of that in what, round 1? I mean, War 1. And then a retro Undead Gladiator. And your Island. Kevin, closing out round 1 of War 2. And that Force of Will got me all discombobulated here. Kevin with a rare, a Shade, and a retro Spirit Link, and a retro Swamp. Scott, pack 2 for you. Scott, rare. A Lieutenant Kurtar. We hit that retro in War 1. And an Ornithopter retro. And a common foil. And your Mountain. Frederick, pack 2 for you. Frederick with a rare. Denizen of the Deep, Mesa Enchantress retro, and your planes. Johnny, pack 2 for you. Johnny with a rare. Forgotten Ancient, retro Ovenize, and a Swamp. Naomi pulled a Force of Will in your pack 1. Don't be greedy here. You can let the boys get a hit. Naomi, rare. A Divine Sacrament, retro Lions, and your Swamp. Dirty Dog, pack 2. Matthew with a rare. Morphed blue. Man, stroke of genius again. And more retro blue. Impulse. Common foil. Holy moly with the blue in this box. Kevin. Closing out round 2. And then we just have 1 pack left each. Just Force of Will's been hit so far in this one. Kevin with a retro gold, absorb, and a common, and your island. So going to the final round, it's Naomi and Force of Will. She can't be caught, can she? Can you get, oh, I guess you could get like a hit and then a foil retro hit or something. Scott, you guys are going to have to pull some kind of miracle to catch Naomi and Force of Will here. Scott with a rare. A Blueprints, not an Incubator. Retro Dark Withering, and your Swamp. Frederick, your last Hail Mary here. Got some kind of foil in the back. Frederick with a rare. Another Arcanus. Retro Renewed Faith. And a foil rare. Give us some money. Nope. A Symbiosis foil in your island. Sapperling is normally 33 cents. Foil is 32 cents. Nice collector's product influence there. Johnny, your last shot. Johnny with a retro black here. No Mercy. Entomb. Vamp Tutor. Give us one. No, an oversold cemetery. Your common and your mountain. Naomi, you just down to 2 packs that can hurt ya. Here's your last one. Naomi with a rare and Overmaster Retro Goblin Matron and your planes. Matthew. Naomi would like to see you guys get a hit here each. Matthew with a mythic here. Give us something good. Oh, and a Borderless Incubator. Look how nice that card is.
Borderless Incubator is 1733. Oops. 1733. Inc. Borderless in pack 3. So what did I say? A 1733.
3 casting costs. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creature spells of the chosen type cost 2 less to cast. In my dark moments, I think Urza may have been more of a father to his creations than he ever was to his own son, said Thanos. We get a nice incubator towards the end, a nature's lore, and a mountain. Yo, what's up, Brdlss? New sub. This is what I do. I do value-based pack wars. So Urza's Incubator comes out. Last one that can hurt you, Naomi. Kevin with a, ending it with a rare Azure, a retro Empty the Warrens, a common foil, and your planes. So congrats to Nick and Naomi. It becomes an end night and a first-time winner night. Both of them, I don't have their addresses. So I'll be in touch with both of you to get your address since it's not in the Magical Box Breaks and Wars file. And money came out in War 2 because of Force of Will for Naomi. So Naomi, just 2 hits for you, but 2 nice ones. A Borderless Incubator, and then you hit a Force of Will, over $70. And the Incubator was 17. So you got close to $90 in them too. And then Nick won War 1. It was all blue. Foil Retro Mystic Remora. A Mystical Tutor. and an Urza retro were among his winnings. So yeah, a couple first-time winners tonight. Congrats to Nick and Naomi. Yeah, a couple nice wins. Our upcoming schedule will be OG Modern Horizons. We'll do Pack Wars with that next. A sick set. If you want to get involved, check us out. Facebook group, Magical Box Breaks and Wars. You guys have a good week. I'll be in touch. Peace.